Alright, first and foremost, as always, we like to start off by saying all praises to the Most High Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakakodash, which is the name of the Father and the Son in the ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue. Okay? Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who teach this word in sincerity and truth. Peace and salutations to the brethren of the hopeful elect. Right? This is the brother Tazoa from the Trinidad GMS camp, which stands for Great Millstone. Coming back to do another hopeful short impromptu lesson dealing with deception, right? Because the purpose of us men here at Great Millstone, right, the prophets of the Most High, is to help wake up the nation of Israel, which consists of the so-called Negroes, the so-called Hispanics, the Amerindians, the natives, Caribbean Arawaks, Latinos make up the 12th tribe of Israel, right? First scripture I'm going to read, going to be from the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 9, right? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 9, and it reads, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause Yahweh power shall send them strong delusions, that they should believe a lie. Alright? And what is one of the forms and fashions and so many lies that you might believe? That it at in the table of nations, it have 18 nations. Right? Put aside all the common names that we know, Americans, Italians, Trinidadians, West Indians, all these people and them. What nation they come from, according to the Bible? Many of us can answer this question. Right? So that is one of the deception. Right? That is one of the lies that most of us people here believe. Okay? So the scriptures say, right? And for this cause Yahweh power shall send them strong delusions, that they should believe a lie. Because why? The verse before say that you receive not the truth. Now, somehow it has come off as if people just feel we doing this for some form of fame or some form of fashion. It's not about fame or fashion. It's about simply making an attempt to reach the people of the house of Israel. It's a simple attempt to wake up the brethren and the sisters, or the Akim and the Akwat in the ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue. Right? I'll jumping back, right, to 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, and I'll start from verse 20. Despise not prophesying. Right? So you despise any prophecy. We telling people, if you're looking and you're paying close attention what's going on in the world, that World War III is about to happen, the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, okay, famine and pestilence happening all over the world, but we so stuck in our own life, focusing on our own things, we doesn't see the bigger picture, what's going on in the life, right? Which is a thing that we need to start thinking about, because your country, our little island of Trinidad and Tobago, is subjected to these bigger countries, in return the rulers of the earth, right? And what they do will affect us. So when this time of trouble come and these things start to happen, famine and pestilence, you want to be able to have something strong to hold on to. Scripture says, despise not prophesying, but prove all things and hold fast to that which is good. Right? So this is what we're doing. We're proving all things and holding fast to that which is good. Starting with knowing who you is, because people that seem to forget about, hey, where I come from. Before was the Caribbean Arawaks and the Negroes, where your ancestry line go back to. Who am I? These are questions that we just fail to ask ourselves, because we caught up in the system and the world, how the world running today. But is no much so about that. Because you must know the history to know the mystery. You must know where you came from to know where you're going. Okay? The scripture go on to say here, right? I'm going to read it over again. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan. Now we understand Satan is a spirit that operates on the left hand side of the Most High. Because all spirits work for the Most High. No spirit cannot do their own thing, per se. All spirits work for the Most High and do the bidding of the Most High. Pursuant to the book of Isaiah chapter 45, verse 5. The Most High say, I form the light, I form the darkness. I make peace, I create evil. I, the Lord God, do all these things. Alright? So Satan, right? I'm going to read a scripture here for you in the book of Job. The book of Job chapter 9, verse 23. Right? If the scourgers slay suddenly, he will lay at the trial of the innocent. The trial of the innocent. Somebody who is innocent is somebody who don't know what's going on and they get a judgment or they had something handed down to them that they don't understand. So you're being a part of something that you don't know of. So you innocent to that fact of what's going on in the face of the earth. Scripture go on to say here, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where or who is he? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Alright? Who is the wicked? Who is the wicked one? The Most High created the devil to do the work of wickedness. But the devil must deal with somebody on the face of the earth. The devil had to deal with a man. Right? That's why we could carry it to the book of Romans chapter 9 where he say, for Jacob have I loved and Esau have I hated. Right? Esau was the father to the Edomites. Right? We will go to that scripture. I'll carry it to that scripture in the book of John chapter 8 and 44. Right? And here John chapter 8 and 44 says, you are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father will you do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abound not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. If you go back to the beginning of biblical history, right? Not no millions of years as science does tell you. Biblical history, if you go back into biblical history, you will see that Cain was the first murderer. And mark was put on Cain. Cain was later on reincarnated into Esau. He bear the same spirits. Okay, that is why history does tend to repeat itself. It have a whole saying, history does always repeat itself, because it's the same spirits coming back in different bodies. The Most High say, on the seventh day he rested from all his work that he took under the sun. And he blessed it and make it the Sabbath day. So when a baby born, where that spirit coming from? If the Most High say he did all his work within that 6 days, where the spirit coming from that baby that now being born in the hospital come from? These are things that we need to know. So the wicked on the face of the earth, right? The devil, the spiritual entity, the devil, dealing with a man on the face of the earth. Just as how the Most High, Yahweh, and his son Yahushua does deal with men, which is the prophets, who he will reveal his truth unto, which is the elect. Right? We could go to that in the book of Romans, chapter 11. Right? And Romans chapter 11 says, what then Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election had obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Right? We could read about this in the book of Matthew chapter 13 to close off with. Right? This is the book of Matthew chapter 13. Matthew chapter 13. And it says, right? Matthew chapter 13 verse 10. And his disciples said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in a parable? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, and to them it was not given. So this hopeful edification is is intended to bring shed a little light on the who the devil operating in on the face of the earth. You know, what form and fashion he come in. Because it has sometimes we going into that we need the truth. The truth is something that have no religion, have no race. The truth is the truth, and a lie is a lie. That is all it have in life. Truth and lie. So I hope this was edificational to the body of Israel. I like to say shalom. Right, again, this is the brother Tazwa from the Trinidad GMS camp. Coming back to you. One more time, until next time. I hope all the hopeful believers, you know, in the truth, be safe until next time. Shalom.